So now I'm going to show you how to perform an invisible single crochet decrease. You're going to go through the front loop of the first stitch, and then you're going to go through the front loop of the second stitch. You'll yarn over and then pull it through the first two loops. So you have two loops left on your hook. Yarn over again, pull through those two, and that's your invisible single crochet decrease. Let's try it again. Yarn or through the first loop, through the second loop, yarn over, pull through those first two loops, yarn over, pull through the second two loops, and that's it. So once you have your two little bunny legs done, this one's the right one and this one's the left one. They're identical. You're going to take the right one, and where you marked it, you're going to put your hook through right there. Then you're going to take your left leg, and where you marked it, you're going to put your hook under the loops there. Then you're going to grab your yarn, and you're going to go through that one, and that one, yarn over, and right now what we're doing is we're chaining one, and then we're going to go directly into that space again, and we're going to single crochet, and we're going to single crochet all the way down around, and I'll show you where we end up and what to do next. Okay, so I just finished going around the left leg, and I ended right before the stitch that is marked. So you have 12 stitches, and now what you're going to do is you're going to go into the space the space that is marked on the right leg, and you're going to single crochet, and then you're going to single crochet all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. I'll show you what to do next. So now I just finished going all the way around, and I stopped right before the marked spot on the right leg. You should have crocheted 12 single crochet. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the single crochet on the left leg. That's going to be your first single crochet. You're going to go into that one, and you're going to start the next round. You're not going to slip stitch, you're just going to start the next round. And now this is what we're doing is we're going to be creating the belly, the body portion of the bunny. But that's how I'm getting around not having to attach legs afterwards. I'm actually just going to build up from it. It'll just be so much nicer and easier, not having to worry about kids pulling off the legs after you've crocheted them and attached them. For this round, you're going to be attaching the arm. What you need to do is you need to flatten the arm opening. So you're going to flatten it, and you're going to make sure that your stitches all match up. You have 10 stitches, so each stitch should have a partner to match up with. While your loop is on the hook, you're going to go through the first set of 2 stitches. You're going to go through the front and the back. So you go front side, back side, and then you're going to go into the next stitch space, yarn over, pull through the first set of loops, and then pull through all those, and then you're going to yarn over and do your single crochet. Then you're going to do your next set, Oops. Pull through all those and then do a single crochet. Then your third set. There's that. Your fourth set. And your fifth set. And then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So it's going to look like that. It's just a nice way of attaching it so that you don't have to attach it later. I've tried to make this pattern as easy as possible so you don't have to do a lot of attaching. So I just finished up round 22. And you can see that the ear has this bump here. What you're going to do is you're just going to push in on it and you'll see how it changes. And that's all there is to that. So once you've squished your ear, you're going to chain one, turn, and then you're going to go under the loops of the front and the back stitches, and you're closing off this part of the ear. You're working in rows and not rounds anymore. And you're going to have 6 stitches across. So there's the first one. Second. And the last one. Okay, there's your first row. Row 23. Now you're going on to 24. Do the same thing. Go through each one. You chain one, turn, and this is your last row. You got 6 single crochet, then you're not going to chain one. You're going to cut your yarn and you're going to pull through. You will use this tail to weave into the top of your head to your ear to your head. And that's all there is to it. So you finish round 15 and now you're going to work on the little nose structure. So you're going to slip your needle up here and then you can draw it through and you're going to go right above, so right there, and then you're going to bring it over to this side where it's marked over there, and then just bring it right above there. And this is when you're going to tighten these ends. When you cinch them in, then you'll see, let's see if I can, I'm going to tie this. Just a little. You'll see that the nose area is starting to form. You can tighten it. You can see it's forming even more. And then what you're going to do is you're going to count over 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then you're going to put your eye right above that, so it's right at row 8, the bottom of row 8, in between 9 and 8. And then you're going to also count over 2 spaces from this marked spot, and you're going to put the other eye there. So then you'll just finish this. Tighten up as much as you want, and then you'll knot it off. You can either cut off the ends or you can just leave them inside. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the nose on. You can make a triangle nose and an upside down triangle nose. So starting like right about there, and then just doing the corners, just go up, and then you're going to go crossed. Or you can make an X. I've seen people do X's. Or like me, I'm just going to do a simple one. And I use the blunt end of the needle to go through. I'm going to leave enough thread here so that I can do one last time over and then weave it in on the back side. You just keep on going into the same 2 holes a couple times until you get the thickness that you want and the look you want. So I did 2 times, and that's what it looks like for 2 times, and I do like that. I could do it a 3rd time. Let's see what that looks like. And you can always take it out if you don't like the look you're getting, and start over. Okay, that looks pretty good there. And so if I decide I don't want to use this thread to go over again, I can just take it back through the hole. Just trying to see if I want to do it. So I'm going to take this one and go through this hole because I'm going to weave that in to the back side. And then I'm going to try this one and see if I like the look of that. I'm just doing this very simple because honestly, I'm not a big embroiderer. Although I've been sewing since I was 6, I just don't really care to work with needles that much. There, so that's what that looks like. And you can adjust it a little bit. You can just slip the blunt end of your needle under there. There you go. And so that's my little nose. And then I'll just take and weave this into the back side and cut the ends, or I'll just leave it inside. Nobody's going to see it anyway. And then we'll move on to, we'll do the last round 16. And then I'll attach the ear, or I'll attach the head to the body, and then I'll do the ears. So the head is stuffed. I have it stuffed very full. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the head on the body. And that's the reason why you have the little neck area right there, so it slides in really nicely. And then you're just going to center it on. And then you're just going to stitch it onto the body. So the head is on, and now I'm going to do the ears. Now, I would just like to say that with the neck, on the bigger one, if you want, you can use like this area to attach it to down here. And it'll just sit a little better, because using the fuzzy yarn, and I'll show you the big one, he's very wobbly. So I actually attached a little further down. You can see that there's not much of a gap in between the shoulders. Just made it so that he wasn't so wobbly. I do have him stuffed as much as I wanted to stuff him, but I still want him to be really squishy. Okay, and with the ears, you're just going to place them where you feel comfortable with them. If you want them forward more or up more, just take both the ears and kind of decide where you want them and then put them on. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do this little bunny with the big bunny. Let's see. Oh, that's good. I just kind of tried to make them even. And here the bunny is finished. I didn't put a little tail on it. You can if you want, but I am not going to because I want to make some little bunny outfits and stuff, and the tail will just get in the way. So there's the bunny. It's all finished.